A team from the Institute of Biomedical Engineering and Technology in Suzhou, China, has developed an artificial uterus in which an embryo can safely develop. The system, called the embryo long-term growth device, is under the close supervision of artificial intelligence, which ensures the normal development of the embryo. According to the developers, it can be used to transfer a large number of animal embryos, including human embryos. This technology could revolutionize the field of reproduction, especially in a country where there is an alarming decline in the birth rate. Currently, China is facing a demographic catastrophe. The country has an extremely low birth rate, 7.52 births per 1,000 people in 2021, the lowest in the last 40 years. After a long-term one-child policy carried out from 1979 to 2015 to avoid overpopulation, the country is allowed to have 2 children per family, and from 2021, 3. To cope with this unprecedented crisis, researchers are proposing a technology that seems to have come straight out of a dystopian novel. Their system, which has been tested on mouse embryos, will allow couples to have children, but without the need for a female to carry them. In addition to the fact that this will allow you to quickly give birth to several children and create siblings in minimal time, since you will no longer need to wait for the end of pregnancy to plan another child, such technology can also provide a better understanding of the physiology of embryonic development and help solve the problem of birth defects. This artificial uterus is described as a container in which cubes are lined up, filled with nutrient fluids in which embryos develop. Existing methods of fetal development in vitro require that each embryo culture be monitored, documented and corrected by a technician. But in the new system, this role is now performed by a specially developed artificial intelligence. For example, it can regulate the flow of oxygen, carbon dioxide and nutrients, if necessary, or interfere with certain environmental factors. An optical instrument with various magnifications allows you to locate and examine each embryo with incredible accuracy without manipulating them, and thereby not affecting their development. 3 Hoffman modulated optical modules with 4 times, 10 times and 20 times phase contrast have been configured in this system to meet the requirements of different visual fields, especially as the embryo size increases during cultivation. According to the South China Morning Post, based on monitoring data, the system is even able to classify embryos depending on their health and development potential. If an embryo dies or suffers from an anomaly, the machine warns the technician to remove it from the system. Morphological characteristics at different stages are important for assessing the competence of embryo development, which can be used to optimize and improve the embryo culture system in vitro. Current international laws do not allow conducting experimental studies on human embryos after 2 weeks of development. Therefore, the system has been tested only on mouse embryos, and it is not yet clear whether it will work with human embryos. But, according to Chinese scientists, this device is the real future of carrying children to term, eliminating the inconveniences of pregnancy for the mother and increasing the safety of embryonic development. They add that this technology will also provide a theoretical basis for solving the problem of birth defects and other serious reproductive health problems. But this concept is obviously surrounded by ethical and social problems, not to mention the potential psychological consequences for the child. If you are interested in various news about the achievement of science, you can subscribe to this channel. I'm sure that in the future the topics will only get more interesting. Bye.